Welcome to Fishing Diary.
Collision with whaling ship tears hole in Bob Barker's hull. Whale Wars. Over several seasons, Whale Wars depicts the ongoing dispute between campaigners against whaling ships. The Bob Barker is a significant boat on the show because it protects sea life. Nevertheless, an unexpected and alarming occurrence has created waves amongst the community against whale hunting as well as its followers. A big hole resulted in the hull of the whaling ship following the collision with Bob Barker. Whale Wars demonstrates how daring activists labor hard and endanger themselves to halt the hunting of rare whales by whalers. The Bob Barker, which was titled after the prominent animal rights defender, is now a representation of optimism and robustness. The fight has high stakes. The accident happened at sea during this unfortunate situation. The dangerous and heated fight was between the whaling ship and Bob Barker. Due to the collision, a powerful impact occurred, damaging the hull of the Bob Barker considerably. The people aboard could have been put in danger. The Bob Barker crew needs to act swiftly as word of the crash circulates. Quick communication with other ships in the area trying to stop whale hunting followed the incident. It creates an estimation of the harm and probable hazards. The crew's well-being and task accomplishment are at risk. The whaling ship may face consequences under the law. The crash not only creates immediate problems, but also results in more significant impacts. Marine life protection is perilous for those opposing whaling. This could possibly diminish how well their effort works. Performing emergency repairs and recovery efforts should take top priority. Managing how the media and public respond to the event. As Whale Wars progresses, the crash with the whaling vessel is a stark reminder of the risks and sacrifices required to protect the most fragile species on our planet. The anti-whaling movement should contemplate what it did wrong. They must also take into account solutions for avoiding similar problems in the future. This will ensure the movement lasts and is successful. Countries that still hunt whales for economic or scientific reasons often run whaling ships. These reasons are commonly acknowledged as legal. To resist the activists who are against whaling, these vessels adopt their own methods, such as staying away from them and showering with water cannons. The law is how they bypass international rules. This important problem has been highlighted to people worldwide by the Whale Wars. Whales' predicament and the significance of international harmony for protecting these lovely creatures have been highlighted, making people more cognizant. Public discussions, legal action, and deeper scrutiny of hunting methods have resulted from the series. The platform gives individuals who desire to end commercial whaling and conserve oceanic life a space to express their ideas. In addition, it supports them by prompting people to take action. The moment when the Bob Barker collided with a whaling ship in Whale Wars was both harrowing and pivotal. In the continuous struggle against hunting whales, it occurred. The collision occurred in the vast ocean amidst high tension and danger. The situation between Bob Barker and the whale ship grew tumultuous and intense as they confronted each other. Bob Barker's hull suffered considerable damage as a result of the impact. The collision's sheer force tore open the ship's structure. By putting the lives of the crew at risk, it exposed the vulnerability of the vessel. The crew felt shockwaves travel through them as the ship shook from the sudden collision impact. The jolting collision caused the ship to shake and shudder while making a piercing sound. The incident caused momentary disorientation and fear for safety among all on board. The crew promptly started talking to other ships that were also against whaling in the surrounding waters. They informed them regarding the accident and requested their assistance if required. The situation demanded a synchronized reaction from multiple ships, underscoring the importance of collaboration. Throughout the rapid response, the crew maintained a lookout for potential risks and hazards. At all times, the ship's safety was monitored. The essential measures were implemented to prevent further damage. Safety protocols were strictly observed. By ensuring crew safety with minimal work interruption, their task was able to continue. The Bob Barker crew's rapid response exhibited both their professionalism and commitment to their cause. They exhibited collective strength by quickly and cohesively responding to tough situations. They exhibited their commitment to protecting marine creatures. The smash manifested the team's capacity and proficiency to tackle arduous scenarios. This only increased their determination to fight against whaling. When the whaling ship collided with Bob Barker in Whale Wars, it significantly impacted the anti-whaling cause. The overall marine community was also significantly affected. The safety of the Bob Barker crew became the top priority at first. Anti-whaling activists faced significant danger, as seen in the recent crash. The display of their readiness to take chances to safeguard sea creatures was evident. By showcasing precautionary measures, the event highlighted their importance. More awareness regarding the potential dangers in such high-stakes conditions is vital. Similarly, the collision impacted the effectiveness of stopping whaling. Due to its damaged hull, the Bob Barker had limitations in completing its task at full capacity. The prospects of reporting and unmasking illegal whaling could have been hindered by this setback. Whaling could continue without being stopped, making the campaign less effective for a while. The accident also led to legal outcomes. It is probable that inquiries were initiated to investigate the cause and identify the responsible party. Court proceedings may be initiated against the whaling ship due to the collision. In the future, whaling operations may face fines, penalties, or limits due to this. Information about the collision spread swiftly. The ongoing fight between individuals who wish to halt hunting and the vessels that partake in it was spotlighted. The media coverage has made individuals realize the perils faced by those trying to safeguard marine life. The media coverage assisted in emphasizing the dangers associated with safeguarding marine life. This caused discussions about the ethical and sustainable aspects of whaling practices. The first priority of the crew after the collision of Bob Barker with a whaling ship was to fix the damage caused by it. Getting the whalers back on board was their second priority. The crew's safety relied on fixing the ship's damaged hull rapidly. In order to keep the ship fit for sailing, immediate repairs were required. The damaged area was immediately stabilized, and further water infiltration was prevented through urgent repairs. The crew repaired the hole in the ship's hull using only what they had with them: materials, tools, and their own expertise. Temporary solutions like welding, sealing, or strengthening the damaged section were used to halt further flooding. Their use on the ship included maintaining its structure so it wouldn't fall apart. Working together and coordinating was essential for the team members to fix and recover the ship. Various teams with different specialties were assigned particular repair tasks. Their efforts resulted in all important assignments being completed swiftly and proficiently. During this time, the team had to take into account how the crash had affected them mentally and emotionally. The crew's self-assurance and endurance during the reparation and recuperation procedures relied on their compatibility with one another. Also considered were the implications for future decisions and processes. The team had to reconsider their plans and approach following the accident to avoid repeating any errors. Their planning and operations were improved by putting into practice what they learned from the crash. This step was taken to ensure safer and more successful future anti-whaling campaigns. The news coverage was substantial for the collision between Bob Barker and the whaling boat. The news covered it. The fight between whale ships and people who oppose whaling was discussed in the media. This scenario demonstrates the challenges and risks of safeguarding marine organisms. People conversed about its virtue and longevity. The movement opposing whaling gained further backing due to this result. People had diverse perceptions concerning their level of alarm about the crew's safety. The action they sought was increased steps to end the commercial killing. Through the event, the problem gained more attention, which led to increased awareness among people. When the whale ship and the Bob Barker collided in Whale Wars, it became a pivotal moment in the fight against whaling. The situation garnered international attention following the incident and spurred renewed efforts toward ending whaling practices. The piece noted the perils anti-whaling advocates encounter and stressed the necessity for enhanced safety protocols. The incident resulted in both legal issues and a less successful campaign. The effort to preserve whales gained more recognition among people. The team proved their strength by repairing and recovering from their problems. The incident still reminds us of the difficulty of protecting marine animals. Our ocean's delicate balance is also brought to mind. So if you find our video interesting, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.